How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Right before we begin, I want to announce a giveaway of the Clashorama Queen and also the chess scenery. All you guys have to do to enter is leave a like and leave a comment down below. Also, obviously, be subscribed. And yeah, I'll pick the winner in a couple of days' time from now on. So in today's video, I'll share a couple of my CWL attacks, as well as we'll dive into some Live Legend League attacks as well. But as you see, I played with Zeus 2 last CWL and got 21 stars, which I'm really happy about. And as well as that, we got 380 stars in total, which led us to top 7 in the world. So yeah, very good finish, and hopefully next season as well. Okay, double Rage Hook base. This might throw a few people off, for sure, this style of base. Might be tricky. I mean, you want to get the king hooked in, right? And you want to fireball out one of the rage spell towers. So... okay, we're going to do this. So, I'm going to start the warden up there. I'm going to fireball rage spell tower. And I'll push the king into the mono. I want to make sure that I save his ability, because the king ability should be used in the core of the base. The warden is kind of stepping into a bunch of damage here. We're gonna do fireball. Don't really want to invest a rage spell or anything like that, to be honest, so I'd rather just yeah, do the ice block early on. Now maybe I lure out partially the CC. Let's see. I mean, I don't mind that. I also kind of want this air defense down. Okay, we get a partial CC pull with a bunch of archers. Interesting. Let's start wall breaking in here, and I'm gonna start funneling as well this side of the map, because the funnel is very important in this case. That way my king is... what? Oh, the king got... okay, nice. There we go. We get the king hooked in. For a second I thought that wall opening was not opened up, so my king was going to be stuck behind a wall. Let's snipe out this air defense. And we can add the 2 druids at this point, I think. Reach this up. And pop the queen ability as well here. Invis, keep everything nice and safe. Maybe Baby Dragon up there was kind of stupid because of that air defense. Let's rage things up again and add the RC on the back end. And at this point I think we should be able to overpower the base. Still have a couple of headhunters, or three of them to be exact. So let's add those. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this is one of my bases from a couple of seasons ago. I mean, this one is, I think, a tweak of it. It's, I noticed this mono, by the way. This mono I placed pretty badly, and the base went popular. And yeah, you see this monolith is reachable by the queen, which should not be the case. And I changed it back, but it went popular before I did the tweak, I guess. So people are just running this monolith, which is reachable by the queen, which is not supposed to happen. I think just like Itsu's base, where he had the town hall. Reachable by the queen from the outside. I don't know if you guys watched this video, his latest one. But yeah, here we are just gonna push in, and this Crusher Mortar, you can actually snipe it out. I think there's Teslas here, yeah. We're just gonna snipe out those Teslas, and I'm gonna snipe out this Crusher Mortar. I'll invest 2 Rocketloons to Okay, there's headhunters. I should start pretty early with the hero dive because I don't want these boogers getting anywhere near my healers. Sometimes their pathing can be a little bit wonky. Freeze that. As I said, snipe out the Crusher Mortar because that thing can evaporate your queen. If you're not careful. Let's do a test Rocketloon for the Warden. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the wall break to the Town Hall with the Queen. But that should be okay, I guess. Let's go for this wall break at least for the Spitter. Up the ability. Contemplating. I mean, I'll reach the Queen here for sure. Why not? Freeze that up. And we're just gonna do backhand RC. It might seem a little bit risky, but it isn't. Town Hall does barely any damage, so you don't really have to worry about it on the backhand all that much. The heaviest damage was obviously in that rage compartment, so yeah, there we go. So this was an attack from one of the hardest wars that we had in that CWL week. This is a team that finished, I think, top 3 global 2 seasons ago in CWL, so very good clan, and they actually, I think, scored 44 stars on us, as I remember. But yeah, we got a perfect war, which obviously won us the match. But here we have a double poison base, and yeah, very good value by the CC. Also, I'm doing a voiceover because I was not gonna risk, talking over a CWL attack where I needed to get a perfect CWL. But yeah, fireball near the CC, very good value. You could fireball the builder hut, which is gonna get you the Inferno Tower because it's 4 tiles away, which is what I opt to go for, obviously. Fairly straightforward fireball, right? And then trying to funnel the Warden to go to the Queen. I mean, you could have him go to the left at this point as well. It's not a huge issue, but you might deal with a little bit of time issues afterwards, maybe, but not really. I just prefer to go into the Queen here. Quite a lot of damage with the scatter shot, and I was late on my poison spell as well. I should have just dropped the poison early because I took out the CC, and once you take out the CC, you can just use your poison pretty freely on enemy heroes. But at this point, just pushing the heroes in. Siege Barracks, I didn't find any flinger value on this base because the Fire Spitters cover the back end pretty well. So I opted to go for just a Siege Barracks to funnel the King and the Queen in. And this is how I usually just take out these double poison hook, or not hook bases, double poison ring bases. I basically fireball kind of in that center area, wherever there's usually a clan castle or some heavy defenses, and then just have the Warden go across the flank, as well as the heroes across the other flank. And yeah, you just keep everything healed up, just like I did in this case. Kept the Queen up, raged her up on the back end, and we were able to swag the Royal Champion. Oh, this guy. This guy attacked me like today, and I think he has 2 accounts, or at least 2 accounts. He just attacked me back to back from different accounts, which was annoying to watch. So we're gonna try to take revenge on him. Ricochet Cannon, Fireball is really nice. These Fire Spitters are very weirdly placed though. Do I have water on my screen? What's going on? For our last attack I couldn't drop anything. Okay. So, let's see. Gonna snipe this out. Here we're okay. Like, I can add a Rocketloon to speed things up, just to... Oh, what? What is the Warden doing, dude? Bro, what's going on, man? I dropped 2 Rocketloons, and I guess there were 2 boogers in that area. Man, I have to be a little bit more cautious. Did not notice that. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna ice block right now. Here we go. Double quake for the ricochet cannon. Use. I mean, again, I should have. What? He has 3 expos there. It was obvious flinger value at the bottom now, but this is really weird. A really weird base. It's very unsymmetrical with the expos. I mean. But let's keep an eye out on this warden. I want to make sure that he stays up. And I also want this ice golem to go in. Bunch of Teslas. Man, I would have gotten crazy flinger value if I actually set it down. Okay. I'll pop the king right here, hopefully. I'm just gonna push the warden to the top side, just in case he was about to join the heroes. Into 3, into the mono. Bunch of traps here. We actually don't get that monolith, which is quite annoying. Let's set the Royal Champ. I'll rage this, because the queen is gonna die pretty soon, I would say. Do a baby dragon up top. Warden is joining this bear. No. Please don't. Man, what a stressful attack. With these 2 Rocketloons at the very start, when my Warden just had a seizure in this section, that was sketchy. Okay, double rage. I get flinger value. There's no flinger value because of this RC and the queen. Also, X-bows cover the tops or this right-hand side of the base pretty well. So what we're gonna do is probably just use siege barracks as usual. Actually, I'll use a. Well, there's a couple of approaches I use. Sometimes I fireball the rage spell tower. Sometimes I fireball the crusher mortar. In this case, the fire spitters are facing away from the warden, so I'm just gonna do the second approach where I fireball the crusher mortar. Try to trigger the rage spell towers if possible. Sneaky, what is it called? Sweeper. Okay, we triggered 1 rage spell tower. We're just gonna do this before into too much damage. Get rid of that. Okay, so there we go. We triggered 1 rage spell tower, however the warden is charging into the other compartment, which has not been triggered. So we'll have to pay close attention to him once he steps into this damage. But let's send the king and the queen. All that. Spam them in. I'll reach the warden now. Might have to invis here as well, because slipping into a lot of damage. Up the king ability. Might have to invis him just in case. I don't know if I needed that invis. I'm just delaying the inevitable with the king. Yeah. Add the 2 headhunters. I'll reach the queen. I think the warden should be okay at this point. And I think, yeah, we're good to go. I mean, we can probably try to swag the royal champ here. Let's try. Do this. Super minions, come on, clutch up. Yeah, very good. Okay, this is another one of my bases. And yep, I hit this sweeper there, which I think at this point a lot of people know about, at least for this base in particular. Uh, but yeah, let's see. I mean, this one is relatively simple, to be honest, as long as you don't miss the fireball. Just gonna go fireball the rage spell tower, and I will have the warden go for the town hall afterwards. And then hero dive into the minion prince. Yeah, the minion prince monolith section on the left. But let's focus on the fireball here. 1, 2, 3. I guess it will be 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. Just like so. Double quake for the scatter shots or the ricochet cannons. And I think we can place a baby dragon here as well. We'll break into the mono. And I have a couple of Seeking Air Mines hidden right kind of by this wizard tower and the multi-arch tower. So they should be there. So we're just going to trigger them with a couple of Rocketloons. Once the warden is there, do that. Start the... There's one. Now let's start the hero dive. No point in waiting any longer at this point. Very good. We're gonna rage nice and early. Once the size golem pops, we can actually double freeze right now. And waiting to pop the king. I will pop the king right here as well. Snipe out this X-bow and maybe get rid of this elixir collector. That way... Oh, rip. I forgot about my druids. That's dumb. I also have a Nado on the left side, I think. My queen is about to die, so there's no point of investing. Man, that was really, really sloppy, actually. Not gonna lie. That was very, very sloppy. So right now, we just have to be a little careful. I'm hoping for the queen to die. That way she does not pull this stupid warden with her. Okay, the bears are kind of pulling him. But with the royal champ, we're okay. Yeah, I forgot to add the druids. I don't know. I'm was a little bit sloppy. So this was the final war of the CWL, and I was the third last attacker. We had 3 attacks left, and we needed to triple all 3 of them to actually win the match because, yeah, we had 2 misses, unfortunately, in the very last war. But yeah, you see this base here, it's a double rage setup. Now you can't see the rage compartments on the bottom side, but it's a double rage base. And I opted to go for the fireball onto the monolith because it actually got the CC. And I practiced on this base beforehand because someone else had it. It's a pretty common base. I'm sure many of you guys have actually seen it before. And honestly, for this type of base, or for this base in particular, I don't really like to fireball the rage spell tower. Just because I actually got into trouble with the warden after. Having, you know, to deal with the monolith and the giga bomb, for example, was pretty rough. So I just opted to go for that fireball. Very easy, very simple. As you see, there's a NATO beside the giga bomb, which is what caused my fail beforehand in Legends. It basically spun my warden into the giga bomb plus the, what is it? Plus the town hall plus all of that. But here, actually, I will broke the king in, and as you'll see in a second, watch the king. He does absolutely ridiculous crap. He just goes all the way around. And now I don't really have any protection for the queen. I pop his ability. Yeah, just because, I guess. Like, his ability would have been insane in that compartment, but um, he decided that he wanted to have other plans. He went on the outside. Now my queen is kind of vulnerable at this point, and my warden is actually going around. I did not funnel him in properly because he was actually supposed to take out the town hall. And because of the failed funnel, everything is going around, and I have to send the RC. Again, it's all or nothing at this point. We have to triple, so I'm not going for any safe 2-star or anything like that. I'm sending my RC at the very bottom and just praying that it will be enough to overwhelm Town Hall, because as I said in this video, Town Hall barely does any damage, right? So you don't really have to worry about it all that much. And as you see, we clutch up, and yeah, we get the perfect CWL. Alright, so this looks like, I'm not sure if this is an Itsu base. Looks like the one that he posted, but it's not the same, I don't think. Fireballing the Crusher Mortar or the Inferno. Does the Inferno get the CC? 1, 2, 3... No, I don't think so. Does it? Sometimes it's hard to count all these tiles. Let me see. So it's 3 tiles down. And 2 to the... I don't think it does. I think it's just 1 tile out of reach. I'm just gonna fire... I mean, I can fireball it. Well, I'd rather fireball the Crusher Mortar. That gets the back end of the core as well. Or I could have just fireballed the Spitter, to be honest. Might have been easier, actually, to just fireball the Spitter. So, trigger the Rage Spell Tower first. I do want my Warden to go towards the X-Bow, and I'm gonna invest a second Baby Dragon. I'm not sure if it's worth it, because he might not... Okay, he does end up going there, but there's this Tesla, which I'm a little bit annoyed about, because it just stayed up, and it's gonna... Might push my Warden to the other side. Okay, so... Snipe this out real quick. I'll set up my fireball after... Yeah, after this Ricochet Cannon goes down. It'll be a double invis, probably. I mean, we'll go safe. We'll go extra safe. We'll go triple invis. And double quake. Is there traps here? I'll scout for some traps as well. And while the Warden is dealing with all that, let's start the heroes. So, okay, do this, this. And add a Headhunter into the mix. 1 minute though, so make sure the King lives. Or the Warden, I mean. Let's pop the King. Double Headhunter for the King. 50 seconds. Time is ticking, for sure. Oh, Warden, no. Okay, we gotta go opposite side here. Hopefully the healers do the right thing and they join in with the RC. 1, 2. 1, 2. Clean up, clean up, clean up. Where else do I need clean up? Clean up here. We'll break outside. Man, that's close. Go, go, go. Goblins. This is why you have goblins in there. But is it going to be enough? Barely. Yeah, that Warden going down, man, that's stressful. If the Warden didn't go down, I would have had probably like 15 seconds remaining.